Okay, for our motions, for our history song, we're going to begin with 1789, and so we're going to start by signing the number 17. So to do that, you take your thumb and your ring finger, and you can either rub your ring finger against your thumb or you can tap it on your thumb. Either one is the sign for 17. For 89, we're just going to sign the numbers 8 and 9. To sign 8, we take our thumb and touch it to our middle finger, and for 9, we take our thumb and touch it to our index finger. So here's what that looks like all together: 1789. Okay, in New York, for New York, we're going to sign an ASLN and an ASLY. So NY for New York. For George Washington, this is a sign from our timeline song. So we're going to take our two fingers and we're going to trace the pattern that the stripes on his soldier's uniform would have had as a general. So that's the sign for George Washington from our timeline song. So we're just going to use it here. For powers, we're going to flex our muscles to show our power. For presidency, the sign for president is to take your hands and starting at the center of your forehead, you trace the pattern or path of the tricorn hats that were so popular in colonial times. So for presidency, that's what we're going to do. For U.S., this is another sign from the timeline song. The U.S. is the great melting pot. So you take your fingers and you interlace your fingers, and then you stir the big pot, the big melting pot. U.S. And then Constitution, this is the sign for law. So you're going to hold up your left hand with your palm facing out, and it represents like 1/2 of the 10 Commandments, the law that God gave to Moses. And then you're going to take an ASLC hand with the other hand, C for Constitution, and you start at the top of your hand and you move down to the bottom of your hand, Constitution.